The Omni Parker House Hotel, located at 60 School Street in Boston, was established by Harvey D. Parker in 1855. Harvey Parker was a successful restaurateur and entrepreneur who recognized the need for a luxury hotel in the growing city of Boston. He envisioned a hotel that would offer both opulent accommodations and fine dining, creating an elegant and welcoming environment for guests. Harvey Parker was born in 1805 in Temple, Maine. He moved to Boston in 1825, where he started his career in the hospitality industry by working at a local restaurant. Parker's entrepreneurial spirit and commitment to excellent service led him to establish his own restaurant, which gained popularity for its quality and innovation. This success laid the foundation for his next venture, the Parker House Hotel. Construction of the Parker House Hotel began in 1854 and was completed in 1855. The building was designed in the Italianate style, featuring elaborate architectural details and luxurious interiors. Parker spared no expense in ensuring the hotel would be a premier destination. The hotel officially opened its doors on October 8, 1855. From the outset, it was a grand establishment, offering amenities and services that were ahead of its time, including indoor plumbing, elevators, and opulent guest rooms. The Parker House quickly became a popular destination for both locals and travelers. It attracted a distinguished clientele. The famous English novelist Charles Dickens stayed at the Parker House during his American tour in 1867 to 68. Dickens gave his first public reading of A Christmas Carol in the hotel. Literary giants Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry Wadsworth were also frequent visitors, and the Parker House became a gathering place for the literary and intellectual elite of Boston. Future U.S. President John F. Kennedy proposed to Jacqueline Bouvier in the Parker House's dining room. The Parker House is credited with the creation of the Boston cream pie, which remains a signature dessert to this day. The hotel is also famous for its Parker House rolls, which became a staple of fine dining and are still served at the hotel. The Parker House was known for its innovative approach to hospitality, combining luxury, comfort, and exceptional service. It set new standards for the hotel industry and became a model for future establishments. The hotel played a significant role in Boston's cultural and social scene, hosting numerous events, meetings, and gatherings that shaped the city's history. The Omni Parker House Hotel began as a visionary project by Harvey D. Parker to create a luxury hotel that would cater to the needs of Boston's burgeoning population and its visitors. From its grand opening in 1855, the Parker House quickly established itself as a premier destination, attracting notable guests and becoming a cornerstone of Boston's hospitality and cultural landscape. Its rich history, architectural grandeur, and culinary contributions continue to make it an iconic landmark in the city. In 1941, at the age of 16, Malcolm Little, better known to the public as Malcolm X, moved to Boston to live with his half-sister. During his time in Boston, Malcolm found work as a busboy at the prestigious Parker House Hotel. This job involved clearing tables, setting up dining areas, and assisting waitstaff with various tasks. Although it was a menial job, it allowed him to interact with the hotel's diverse clientele, including some of Boston's most influential and affluent residents. Guests who stayed in room 303 before it was converted into a storage closet reported a range of paranormal activities. These included unexplained noises such as loud, inexplicable bangs and crying sounds, as well as a strong, oppressive feeling of sadness and unease. Some guests even claimed to see a ghostly figure of a woman in the room, often described as having a distressed appearance. There were reports of seeing her reflection in mirrors or glimpsing her out of the corner of their eyes. Hotel staff and guests have also reported feeling sudden drops in temperature and cold spots in and around the room. The atmosphere in the room was described as heavy and unsettling, contributing to its reputation as one of the hotel's most haunted locations. There were reports of unusual, unexplained smells, such as the scent of perfume or the smell of something burning, even when there was no apparent source for these odors. Due to the numerous reports of paranormal activity and the room's notorious reputation, the hotel eventually decided to close room 303 to guests. It was converted into a storage closet, but this has not entirely stopped the stories and rumors about the haunted woman. The legend persists, and the area around what used to be room 303 continues to be a point of interest for those fascinated by the paranormal. The story of the woman who died at the Omni Parker House Hotel adds to the rich tapestry of ghostly tales associated with this historic Boston landmark. While the precise details of her identity and death remain a mystery, the haunting experiences reported by guests and staff have cemented her presence in the hotel's haunted history. The story of the woman in red is one of the most enduring and eerie legends associated with the Omni Parker House Hotel. This ghostly figure is said to be a beautiful young woman dressed in a striking red dress, and her apparition has been reported by numerous guests and staff over the years. The legend of the woman in red is shrouded in mystery, but several accounts suggest she may have been a performer or a guest who met a tragic end at the hotel. Some versions of the story claim she was a singer or actress who performed at the hotel in the early 1900s, while others suggest she was a guest who suffered a heartbreak or a tragic accident. Witnesses describe the woman in red as a beautiful figure wearing a flowing red dress. She is often seen with an air of melancholy and sadness. Sightings of the woman in red are most frequently reported in the hallways and elevators of the hotel. Some guests have claimed to see her wandering near the 10th floor and in the vicinity of the former room 303. One of the most common reports involves the woman in red appearing in the hotel's elevators. Guests have described stepping into an empty elevator, only to find her standing beside them. She is often silent, and her presence is usually accompanied by a sudden chill. Several guests have reported seeing her walking down the hallways, only to vanish suddenly as they approach her. In some instances, she is seen weeping quietly, adding to the sense of sorrow that surrounds her. Guests and staff have reported feeling cold spots and sudden drops in temperature in areas where the woman in red has been sighted. Flickering lights and malfunctioning electronic devices are also commonly reported in conjunction with sightings of the woman in red. Despite numerous sightings, the exact identity of the woman in red remains unknown. Some speculate she may have been a guest who died tragically at the hotel, while others believe she could be the spirit of a performer who once graced the hotel's stage. The tale of the woman in red adds a layer of romantic tragedy to the haunted history of the Omni Parker House Hotel. Her ghostly presence, marked by sightings in hallways and elevators, continues to captivate and intrigue both guests and paranormal enthusiasts. While her true story may never be fully known, the legend of the woman in red remains a poignant part of the hotel's lore. Harvey D. Parker, the original owner, is said to continue overseeing his beloved hotel from beyond the grave. Guests and staff have reported seeing a figure matching Parker's description, particularly on the 10th floor. Guests have reported seeing Parker's ghostly figure checking in on them and ensuring the hotel's operations are running smoothly. During his stay at the Parker House, Charles Dickens allegedly used a specific mirror to rehearse his readings. This mirror is now a fixture in the hotel, and some guests have claimed to see Dickens' reflection in it. Unexplained reflections and cold spots near the mirror have been reported by visitors. There have been reports of John F. Kennedy's ghost being seen in areas where he held meetings. Staff and guests have described hearing strange voices and feeling a charismatic presence in these rooms. Ho Chi Minh, who later became the revolutionary leader and president of North Vietnam, worked as a baker in the Parker House kitchen during his early years in America. Some kitchen staff have reported seeing a figure resembling a young Ho Chi Minh in the kitchen areas. There have been accounts of utensils moving on their own and sudden cold drafts in the kitchen. The ghostly presence is often described as focused and industrious, reflecting Ho Chi Minh's diligent work ethic during his time at the hotel. John Wilkes Booth, the infamous actor and assassin of President Abraham Lincoln, is another historical figure connected to the Omni Parker House Hotel in Boston. His association with the hotel adds an intriguing layer to its storied past. During his visits to Boston, Booth performed several times at the Boston Museum, which was located near the Parker House. His performances were well received, and he was considered a charismatic and talented actor. During his time in Boston, Booth stayed at the Parker House, as it was a popular choice for actors and other notable figures due to its luxury and proximity to the theater district. Some guests and staff at the Omni Parker House have reported sightings of a ghostly figure believed to be Booth. These sightings typically describe a man in 19th century attire, sometimes seen in the hallways or the dining areas. In areas of the hotel where Booth is believed to have stayed, there have been reports of cold spots, sudden drafts, and the feeling of being watched. These experiences often occur late at night or in the early morning hours. The elevator phenomenon at the Omni Parker House Hotel involves the hotel's elevators operating on their own. without any human intervention. Elevators have been observed moving between floors on their own, stopping at specific floors without being called. This typically occurs late at night or during quiet times when the hotel is less busy. One of the most common reports involves elevators stopping at the 10th floor, even when no one has pressed the button for that floor. This floor is notorious for paranormal activity, including sightings of the hotel's founder, Harvey Parker. While the 10th floor is the most frequently mentioned, elevators have also been reported to also stop on the 3rd floor. Some people believe this is the floor that Charles Dickens stayed on. Passengers in the elevators have reported sudden drops in temperature, feeling cold spots and experiencing a general sense of unease or being watched. Some guests have claimed to see ghostly figures or shadows inside the elevator or in the hallway immediately after the elevator doors open. The phenomenon is most commonly reported during the late-night hours, adding to the eerie nature of the experiences. There doesn't appear to be a consistent pattern in terms of timing, suggesting that the activity is spontaneous and unpredictable. While the elevator phenomenon remains largely unexplained, several theories have been proposed. Some suggest that the elevator's movements could be due to technical glitches or mechanical malfunctions. However, this doesn't fully explain the consistency of the reports or the specific floors involved. Many believe that the phenomenon is the result of paranormal activity, possibly linked to the numerous spirits said to haunt the hotel. The repeated stops at the 10th floor associated with Harvey Parker and other ghostly sightings support this theory. Another theory is that the elevator's unexplained movements are a result of residual energy left by past guests and events. This energy could be causing the elevators to behave erratically. The elevator phenomenon at the Omni Parker House Hotel adds to the mystique and allure of this historic Boston landmark. Whether viewed as a technical anomaly or a sign of paranormal activity, the unexplained movements of the hotel's elevators continue to captivate and intrigue both guests and paranormal enthusiasts. The repeated stops at the 3rd and 10th floor and other unusual encounters only deepen the mystery surrounding this fascinating aspect of the hotel's haunted history. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.